Normally I'd make a video about, weight loss or whatever, but today this is something different. I am making a video um, about keeping our teens safe. I can't describe to you how hurt I am by hearing that a 14-year-old walked down the street and went to the park and got shot 7 times. For what reason? Why are we not watching our children? I don't have any children in particular, but I have sisters that are 17. I have a sister that's 18. I have other sisters as well, but they're older, they're grown in their 20s. But I'm just saying, when I was a kid, this wasn't a big issue. When I was 12 years old, I admit I was going down the wrong path. I used to live in Pennsylvania. I used to live in Shillington, Pennsylvania. I was going down the wrong path and hanging around the wrong people and getting into a lot of trouble that I didn't need to be in. And, you know, my mother took notice to it that I was making a huge change. I was hanging around all these kind of people that were doing drugs. They were selling drugs. You know, I was getting into gang life. Like, my mom saw that. And, you know, one day she got fed up with the whole situation and she's like, you know what? You're not going to be in that situation, young lady. You're going to go to church. You're going to be in the youth group. You're going to be focused on school. You're not going to be in the life that you want to be in. And because of that, I started I went to I had a mentor. His name was Michael Bennett. And I just want to say, hey, Mike, and thank you so much for everything, because if it wasn't for you, I wouldn't be who I am today. And thank God that I'm, who I am today, because I want to be standing here telling you all these things. Like, your child does not need to be on the street. Your child does not need to be outside late at night, on the streets. Your child does not need to be, you know, going out there selling dope, being in gangs, things like that. What you may think your child is not doing, they are doing. They're not going to listen to you because they don't have a mentor. They need someone in place to mentor them. They need a physical person that's been through bad things. You see what I'm saying? They need a physical person that's been there. And I mean, not someone that's been through, like, not someone that's not willing to change. I'm saying someone that, like me, or I have a dear friend who, she works with teens, and we changed our lives around for the simple fact we know that we don't need to be in that life. We don't need the limelight. You know what I'm saying? People like to be going out there doing all kinds of stuff, and it's like, it needs to stop today. Like, today is where you make your change. You know, watch your kids, know where they're going, make them have a cell phone on them at all times. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is not a joke anymore. This kid was in eighth grade, and they can't find his killer. You know what I'm saying? They're trying to find who killed this boy. And for him, and from my two nieces, Deja and Mandy, I love y'all so much. And for their friends, you know what I'm saying. And those of you who are friends with EJ, I'm sorry for your loss. But listen, Titi's making this video because I want y'all to know something. Y'all don't need to go out there and fight each other. Y'all don't need to go out there and shoot somebody. Y'all need to go out there with knives, guns. No, you cannot let these things, you cannot go out like that. You know what I'm saying? Don't make yourself vulnerable to this life that you're creating for yourself, because you don't know. Okay, there are people in jail right now because they killed somebody. Because of what? Because of gang violence, because someone didn't sell them the right kind of stuff, because somebody wasn't wearing the right colored t-shirt on their street, because something so petty. And you would not believe how many people are in jail because they shot someone to death for wearing a blue colored shirt when they should be wearing red on their street. Give me a break. You know what I'm saying? Like, I get it, I understand, But don't, you know what I'm saying? Look what you're teaching your children. Look at what you're teaching other kids to do, because of the fact that you guys want to go out there and be like someone you're not. You know what I'm saying? People that are in gangs right now, they've been in them for a long time. You know what I'm saying? And I saw on TV how the adults that were in gangs, they were wearing their stuff, but they were walking together, and they were trying to show y'all teens that you don't need to do violence. Okay, you don't need to be shooting nobody, you don't need to be stabbing nobody, you don't need to be doing any of that. You know what I'm saying? It's all a matter of, you know, if you got a problem with somebody, yeah, you can face them, but you don't need to be fighting. You don't need to be hitting nobody. You don't need to be shooting nobody up, stabbing somebody. It's like, where are you going with that? You know what I'm saying? You're focused. You're 14 years old. You're teenagers. You're still in school. You know what you really need to focus on? School. Stop worrying about who's repping what, who's wearing what color shirt that day, who's wearing Jordans, who's wearing Nikes. Like, you know, it's getting old. Like, this stuff to me is so old, because I mean, I'm 25 years old, and I've been dealing with this stuff since I was like 12. Okay, and this is nothing new. There's nothing new about this to me. There's nothing new, and y'all are creating a war against people, and that is ridiculous. People, we're fighting off our own people. You get that? And the government, they look at it like, oh, one less person in the world that we have to provide for, that we have to put through college, that we have to put through anything. You think the government really cares? No. But I care, and I'm a human being. Stop this now. It's not even a joke anymore. You know, y'all need to stay focused on school. You know, and believe me, I know it's hard, and I know that seeing this video may change someone's life, or it may make somebody mad, or it may make somebody cry. I mean, I'm sorry, okay? But I'm not going to sit here anymore and watch these teens go out there and ruin their life because they want to shoot somebody, or take somebody's life away because they think that person doesn't deserve to be here no more. You know, I lost my brother 9 months ago almost. It will be on the 6th. My brother took his own life, okay? Because he decided he didn't want to be here anymore. Okay? And now people are taking other people's lives. And I feel like y'all taking everything everything you're doing, you know what I'm saying? My brother, he chose to kill himself. But this person didn't want to die, and he deserved to live. And I see on my niece's Facebook, you know, like, so much stuff and so much beef, and y'all need to stop, okay? Because, you know, I can't take back, you know, my brother's life. I never got to speak to my brother again. I didn't speak to my brother since I was like 13 years old, and it hurts. You know, my brother took his own life because of some reason, and we really don't know the truth of why he did that. But let me tell you something. Missing somebody so much because they're not here anymore, and then I can never say goodbye to him. I can never make amends with my brother. I can never go and speak to him ever again because he's not here to speak to. Because he's gone. Okay? So what I'm saying is, this kid is gone now. And no one can ever resolve the situation because somebody decided to take his life. No one can fix anything. Once you shoot somebody and you take their life, they're no longer here. And yes, I am angry. Because you had a choice not to pull that trigger. You had a choice not to stab him. I don't know if he was stabbed or shot. But whoever did whatever they did to this poor kid, and his family is suffering because somebody made a wrong decision that day. And my heart goes out to them and to his friends, family, and friends. And I'm just saying, this kid didn't have a chance to see what many what I've seen. He didn't get a chance to even go through high school because somebody decided to kill him. Now you tell me we're an okay society and we're safe community, because let me tell you, we're not. Because we're killing each other. That's ridiculous. And it's let alone it's teenagers killing off their own class, killing off their own age. You know, when is this gonna stop? When are parents gonna sit down with their kid and realize they need to put them through programs to help them? If they need help, get help for them. You know, what is the big problem? There are free things out there for children all the time. I see things for teens all the time. You know, and I'm getting really really tired of this. You know, I don't care how long this video is. I really don't, because I want y'all. I can't even stress to you how upset I am right now, because it's more breathtaking than anything. Because I'm like, you know what? To take your last breath, that kid didn't even have a chance to do that because he was being shot at. You can't how you know what I'm saying? This this is this is critical time, you know, to change. This is like a wake up call to the town I live in. Get it together. Parents, start being more involved with your kids. Stop letting your kids roam the streets. Your kids should not be roaming the street. Your kids should not be out there repping no gang, repping no nothing. Okay? And I blame parents. I'm sorry. I blame parents, because you know what? You need to be more involved where your kid is. You need to be more involved and put your kid in after school programs. Put your kids in something that's involved with school. You know what I'm saying? Because this would end. You know, if your kid was busy with doing something right, if your kid was busy doing something with their life that's worth it, instead of going out there and doing something they shouldn't be doing, this kid would be still here. This kid, EJ, would still be alive if he didn't walk down the street. And I bet you he was just going there to play basketball or something, because from what I heard, he wanted to be in the NBA. You know, and be a basketball player or something. I don't know, but it's just a point. It's just the idea. You know, you know, now we have to deal with this as a community, as a society. You know, we have to make a difference. You know, and I believe, and I was telling my friend that does work with teens. You know, I was telling her, like, it all starts in the neighborhood. It all starts with people who've been through that already, been through the life. I mean, I'm talking about adults now. I'm an adult, and I mentor two teen girls, okay, and they consider me as an aunt. They call me Titi, and I mentor them. I tell them what's right and what's wrong. They know to come to me and talk to me anytime. I have them on Kick. I have them on Facebook. I have them on Facebook Messenger. I have them in all kinds of. You know what I'm saying? Like, they know to contact me anytime. They have my number. You know, they know where I live. They know. You know, I go and see them. You know, I'm not joking. This. You know, it takes someone who has been through it to actually change something and make it worth something, you know. And I can tell you from full experience that this has got to stop. This has got to stop. We have to, you know. And even, you know what I'm saying, if you're, you know what I'm saying, I love working with the girls. They're the sweetest things on earth, and I'm telling you right now, I don't mind mentoring I don't mind telling them the truth that the world is a scary place, you know, but you have to make the right decisions. Don't go out there expecting life to be easy, because it's not going to be. But what I tell them the most is don't be a follower, be a leader. You know, do the right thing. Make yourself busy. Go into after school programs. Go into something that means something. That's worth something at the end of the day. Because by going out there with a gun and shooting somebody and killing them, where's it going to end you up? All but jail. You're going to end right up in jail. You think that whoever shot him is going to get away with it? They're not going to get away with it, because guess what? Police do their job and they get it done and they find out who did it, and then guess where that person's going to go? Right to jail. And they're not going to no kitty jail. They're going to go to jail. They're going to prison. They're going to be tried like an adult if they were a teenager, because they murdered somebody cold blood in the middle of the day. So you want that to be your kid? That's what I'm asking here. Like, I'm trying to get somewhere with this. Where I'm getting with this is, do you want your child to end up like this teenager who killed a 14-year-old boy? You want that for your kid? Do you really want that for your kid? Because where this kid's going, you're never gonna see whoever parent. I'm just saying, and I'm making myself clear. You're not gonna see your kid. Your kid's going to prison because they shot they shot this young man to death because you were not there for them, because you decided you're gonna do whatever you want and not care about your kid. And I'm angry about that, because I have a feeling in my heart that says, if this person, whoever did this, I have a feeling in my heart, whoever did this could have changed, could have been a better person if their parent was active in their life. If their parent stood there and actually made them go to these activities. You know, there's after school programs, you know, during school, there's during the school year, there's after school programs like Young Life, YMCA, Boys and Girls Club. You know what? There are so many things, and I don't even want to hear parents like, oh, things cost money, because you know what? If you Google whatever, there are free things to put your kids in. You know what I'm saying? So I don't want to hear nobody make excuses for anybody, because you know what? I'm tired of the excuses. You know what I'm saying? There's no excuse as to why somebody's teenage child has a gun, has a knife, whatever this they did to to this to this young man. You know what I'm saying? Now your kid's gonna be facing life in prison, most likely, because he murdered somebody. He or she, I don't know if it was he or she who murdered somebody, but the thing is like, now what? Now where's this person's gonna have no life now, no life, because they decided to make a wrong decision. And this is where I'm stressing to my teens. Okay, my teens, I want y'all to be involved with better things. Go to Young Life. Even if your parents not there for you, go. Do, call them, say I have no ride. They will come and get you. They will come and help you out. You know what I'm saying? Keep yourself out of trouble. No matter what, like, this is so important. Okay? They have church groups, youth groups for teens. You know, if you call the church, tell them, I want to be a better teenager. I want to be involved with the youth group. I want to get started with my new life pattern. That's what you need. You need to get involved with your kid. And I'm talking to parents now. Parents, you need to be more involved with your kids. And you should be ashamed of yourself. Ashamed of yourself if you're not involved with your child. You know, my aunt, She always had her kids doing everything possible. Everything. They were in so many different activities, doing every kind of thing there is, because she did not want her kids to fail. She taught her kids how to be leaders, how to always be ahead. And that's what a good parent is. They want their kids to do better in life. They want their kids to succeed. They want their kids to do the best they can at everything and strive for the best, you know? And that's a good parent, you know? And I'm using my aunt as an example, and I just want to say, hey, to my aunt, and, you know, I love you, and thank you for being a good mother to your kids. And thank you for everything you've done for my sister, and you got her on the right track as well. And that's what I'm saying. I'm saying right now is, you know, there are people out there willing to help your child, willing to talk to your child, willing to put your child at the right on the right track. Even if you can't get your child on the right track, there are people that can do that. And we're not asking for money. We're trying to keep them out of trouble. We're trying to keep them alive because they're our future. You know, this video is hard for me because I want everybody to know it kills me inside. It kills me inside because we have lost another teenager because of gang violence, or because of whatever the reason why he was why he was killed. You know, I really don't know the reason, but I'm telling you right now, this child did not deserve to die. And I'm hurting inside because it hurts my heart. No, that could be any one of those teenagers walking outside, and I see a lot of them. I see a lot of them, and I always talk to any teen I see outside. I talk to them. I don't care. Hey, how you doing? Sometimes just a simple hey will change their life. Sometimes a simple how are you doing will change their life, because to know that somebody took their time to say hi, how are you today, and then they start a conversation. A lot of teens, a lot of teens come to me a lot, you know, because they're like, this girl, I know, I have a feeling she's been through a lot. And yes, I have. But I'm not going to wallow in that. I take what happened to me, and I set it as an example for anybody, because I don't want anyone to deal with what I've dealt with. I don't want any teen to go through anything I've been through. That you teens deserve a good life. You teens that are struggling right now deserve everything. You deserve a good life. You deserve a good community. You deserve to be treated well. You know, you deserve as much attention as anybody else. You know, it's a shame that majority of these parents are single parents. They're working parents, some of them, and they don't have time for their children because they're always working. I've been through that. So this is why I tell you, if you're a single parent, okay, and you don't have time for your kid, send them somewhere where someone is willing to make time to be with your child. There's no reason, there's no excuse for you, okay? I'm sorry. I don't feel bad for single parents, because you can send your child to any after school club, to any after school activity, whether it's being involved in sports, singing, marching band, whatever, you know, even going to Mosey, whatever whatever, okay? there are things out there, like I've said so many times in this video, that will help you help your child, even if you can't help them, as I've said many times in this video. So just because you're a single parent, don't make that your excuse, because there's no excuse. Your child did not ask to be here. You made your child, and they're paying for it. They're paying for your mishap, for your mistake, and you're making them pay for your mistake, and that's not fair. Been through that too. I just can't. I can't stress enough. I can't stress enough. I can't stress enough how much it means to me that you all watch this video. It means so much that whoever watched this video, I want to thank you for watching. And it's hard to swallow the truth, I know. But listen, I have to swallow the truth too. I have to swallow my pride too. I have to get off my high horse too. You're not the only one going through something. You're not the only one going through some tragedy. You have to make it right. We as a community need to make this community right. For the teenagers in this community, for the children going to be teenagers in this community. Because they are going to be, there's going to be even more, you know. There's going to be even more bad news if we don't change this community around. If we don't help these teens, if we don't talk to them, if we don't mentor them, if we don't help them get out of what they're doing right now, there's going to be more shootings just like the one yesterday. There will be. Mark my words. Mark my words. If we don't help these teenagers, they're going to continuously do the same thing over and over and over again. Because you know why? They're crying out for attention. They're crying out for help. Because they have nothing else to do but go around shooting people, stabbing people, killing another teenager, killing someone else's friend, someone else's son, someone else's daughter, someone else's whoever. And it's not right. It's not right that they're suffering because someone's parent doesn't want to take them, because someone's parent doesn't want to make a way. There are ways, there are things around. If you can't drive your child, trust me, Young Life will come get your child. Trust me, they will come get your child. They will come and help you. I just want to say, rest in peace to EJ. And Dickie Jenny is going to help fix this issue. And I hope that many other people share my video. Join me in anti-bullying, violence, any kind of violence. I don't care. Just get involved. Get involved with these teenagers. Mentor them. Even if you don't have children, mentor them. Be there for them. Thank you. One love, peace, and happiness, and I'm out.